Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't tryna go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace, peace. What's good? What's good? Good evening. Welcome back
Peace.
to another episode of the Urban X Podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. How are you guys? We're here.
We are here
How's
in the
everybody
building,
doing?
in effect. Glad to be here with you
Absolutely.
on this first Thursday in December. Couple of quick birthday shout outs. It was Eli's birthday yesterday. He turned 26.
Absolutely.
It was my sister Wanda's birthday. She turned 27. Wink, wink. Never give away a woman's age. Ever. Ever. It was a couple other people's birthdays too. My man Normal passed away. Today is my man Wink's birthday. My nephew. What it do?
So we've reached the end of our family's birthday season.
Yes.
Officially.
This is officially, huh?
No. We got a 1 year birthday.
Oh,
1 year old birthday
jeez, how
coming
can
up,
we
too.
forget Titan's birthday on the 19th?
Oh yeah. Almost there.
He owns that now.
Yeah.
You know, my
Almost
nephew
there.
Jordan, he's in the mix. His birthday, so it's a lot of birthdays. UX90s, Reggie, it was his birthday.
That's his birthday.
Shout out Reg and Crystal. A lot of birthdays, man.
Yeah.
Quick note,
what's up,
don't have
everybody?
a lot of, say it again?
No, go ahead.
Don't have a lot of announcements, but this Saturday at Nicholas Bookstore, the Black Dot will be in a rare performance. Performing hits off his 2011 #1 platinum plastic album, Walk With Me.
That album was great. Give yourself credit.
Huh?
I said the album was great. Give yourself
Yeah,
some
the
credit.
album was great. 2011, I dropped this album, but I gave some foresight into the book. And so now that the book has dropped, as I like to mention, I got to keep a plug in there. Gotta laugh to keep from crying. I didn't start living until I thought I was dying. Malcolm, there are 9 QR codes inside the book. So as you're reading along and I'm breaking stuff down, you could take a musical break, scan something, and hear the song related to it because I'm an artist, right? So you get a chance to do that. So Monique, is her birthday, and she requested that I come through after she read the book and she scanned the QR codes. It all makes sense to her. So she asked me, Dot, come through and perform a couple of the joints off that album for me. And I said, I'll be there. And I'm going to do it big, Malcolm. You know me. It's a bookstore. It's going to hold about 30, 40 people. Maybe 100. I'm jumping out the Sprinter. I already told Big Fella and the fellas to come through. When I come through there, you clear that way. You move people out of the way so I can walk up in that piece like a celebrity. Right? Then I'm going to have Monique have me a whole section. I'm going to be popping bottles in my section. Little small section right off to the side. And
bottles of green juice?
Bottles of strictly sea moss. What else would I be popping in a hotel bookstore?
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm going to perform, sitting down, probably, because, just give you the view. And then I talked to Mama Dot, and she said after the show, I can have groupie love. Be like, yo, let them two hoteppers in. Rest y'all scat away. So I'm doing it big out there at the bookstore on Saturday at world famous Nicholas Bookstore. Show, they open up at 7, and I think it's to midnight or 1 in the morning. It's going to be a lot of different performers there. It's going to be karaoke, open night. They're serving food. They're really doing an amazing thing for Monique, who has been a pillar in our community for a long time. And so I will come through and do a song or two. And, if you try to talk to me and my security pushing you off, don't take that personal. I'm in character. You know what I'm saying? I'm in character.
Absolutely. So, quick roll call. I see Michigan in the building. What up, though?
Okay, what up, Michigan?
I got the cardigan on. I just came from, work party.
Okay.
Had to do it nice.
Classy. Work party.
Brooklyn in the building. This is my Mr. Rogers,
Why you ain't got on the quarter zip, son?
I don't know.
Detroit in the building. Cleveland in the building. Let us know where you from. ATL in the building. Orlando.
Youngstown.
Yes.
Ohio.
Yes. New Haven.
OKC. What's good, Georgia? Thank you guys.
Thank you guys. We appreciate your continued support here for what it is.
And hit the like button when you come in here.
Yes.
And also, it's the new thing the kids are doing on YouTube. Hit the hype button. I don't know what that is.
Hit the hype button.
Hit the hype button. Hype this video.
Hype this video. Hit the hype button.
I think it's how you do it.
So Malcolm.
But let's get to some stuff, man.
Let's get to it, man.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Let's get right to this Diddy shit.
Yeah, I want to be first and say I talked a lot of smack last week about what I thought the Netflix Diddy doc was going to be, because the previous two that came out, I think it was one on Tubi, I think it was one on Stars or HBO, they were garbage. This one on Netflix that was executive produced by 50 Cent, I think he just threw his name on there. I'm not sure. However, I was wrong. This was fire. And it was like a fascinating watch. I think the MVP of the entire doc was Kirk Burrows, the co-founder of Bad Boy. He was giving it up. Like, I would have just listened to him talk for the entire time because I felt like he had such an insight into what was happening, such an insight into what was going through Diddy's mind. He saw everything from the ground floor. There's another dude who was also Diddy's friend growing up. He was in like the other two documentaries as well. He annoys me. I don't know.
Was that Tim Dog?
Yes. He because he did too much mystifying of Diddy for me personally.
Got you.
Right? Everything was, yo, God whispered in my ear, he's going to start a record label. He told me when he was 3 years old, when I was teaching him how to ride a bike and fight and fix a flat tire, he told me he was going to start a record label. So it was annoying. But the other dude, Kirk, I felt he was like as straightforward as you can be in a documentary like this, where there's people who have different agendas for what they're doing it for. He seemed to be going like, yo, this is what it is. Like, he was doing this. He never paid for this. He had it was some wild stuff. But what I was telling wifey while I was watching that, I told you earlier, Pops, they had some footage because the original purpose of that footage that you see of Diddy, he was trying to create his own documentary.
Yes.
In which he would soften his image, right? So by the time all of this broke, we see a softer version of him. We see a different, we see the human side of him. It would, I guess, lessen the blow of what was to come, right?
Yes.
Whatever fell through with that, maybe it's because he went to jail, whatever fell through, that footage gets into the hands of the filmmakers of this documentary. So what they were doing as they were telling the story, they were telling the beginning, middle, end. As they were telling the story, they were showing present day Diddy. And it was a feeling like I really couldn't explain while watching it. He looked pitiful. Like I almost felt pity for him. Like, yo, he looks scared. He looks disheveled. He looks like he doesn't know which way is up, which way is down. He doesn't know how to navigate because he's been in control for so long. Even the hotel room he was in was tiny.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. It was small, so it looked like he felt out of place there, right? And then there's a part in the documentary where he's in Harlem. He goes to Harlem. He's like, I gotta go out Harlem, shake some hands and stuff like that. And the voiceover goes, he didn't even feel comfortable around black people, right? He gets back in the car. I said, he probably gonna go take a shower. He probably disgusted. And he literally said, I need some hand sanitizer. I need to take a shower with some peroxide in it. I need to get out of here. Yeah. And I was just like, yo, this is crazy. Like, he's really just out of touch with everything. It was really, really fast. A lot of stuff we've heard before, but we've never heard it like that.
Yeah.
Is a weird way to explain it as well. A really interesting doc. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be whack, but I was impressed.
Yeah. Let me park the 50 Cent shit over here for a minute. Okay? The documentary was brilliantly done. Not for people from my generation, because we lived through the whole thing. It's a case study for younger individuals and younger people to understand how it is to be obsessed with power when the whole world is given to you on a platter and free will comes into play. This was the perfect story of how a youngster, and what I thought was brilliant too, is we get to see from the inception, from his father being murdered, being a big so-called baller in Harlem, and the mother trying to have Diddy early on live vicariously through that reputation, even having him showing up at his dad's funeral in a chinchilla, and she always tried to make sure on the outer side that he had that persona. But this is a kid who was a sucker. Well, he was a goddamn dancer with a Gumby haircut and shit, and he did not fit the persona that he became. He longed to be somebody that he was not. Now, that is the perfect individual to use for propaganda. I'll explain in a minute. What I want you guys to understand is what you're seeing in the light is not the light. they are not the ones that you should be following because they're on Broadway with all these bright lights. That's the distraction. Give me a few minutes, Malcolm, because I'm going to have to break this thing down, right? Okay. So, those are the ones who are given a specific space to keep an agenda going of distraction and keep you moving this way. It's you, the individuals, the ones who work in the shadows that have the real power. You just don't know it. You give your power away to the light. And we have one more test to administer. A eye exam. Follow the light, right? What was that, Men in Black? Poof. Yep. So because you're following the light, a lot of us have lost what this thing is all about. So Diddy fits the prerequisite. He would do anything to be on top. He would do anything, and he proved it with Andre Harrell, right? Mm-hmm. First of all, he proved it with Heavy D. Begging his friend, take me to Heavy D. Take me to Heavy D. Finally, Heavy D meets him, and he brings him over to Andre Harrell. And Andre Harrell saw, the enthusiasm. And in the documentary, when he told him to go to the store and come back, and he said he did his shit in 2 minutes. That's a 10-minute walk. He was demonstrating, I'll do anything. That is what you're going to see all throughout the documentary. People who were willing to do anything. Now, I'm going to need you to give them some grace because it's easier for us on the outside 10, 15 years later to say, I wouldn't have gave up my 25% just because he had a baseball bat to my head. Yes, you would have. When you understand the muscle that he started connecting himself with. I told y'all years ago that song, All About the Benjamins, a very good friend of mine told me she knew the dude who actually produced that song. And they came in and took that shit from him. Now, at first you think, but when you see the way these guys move, you know that that's very possible. Yeah. All right? Yeah. I need that song, right? So, what we saw with Diddy that I like is that they chronicled, watch his eyes, as Malcolm was mentioning. You could see the innocence, the eagerness, the pureness in his eyes early. Watch his eyes at the end of the documentary. It's almost like he morphed into a whole nother person. That's all the demons inside of him that he's ingested. Side note, when he said he needed to go get a bath, he wasn't necessarily talking about physical dirt. He was in contact with too many different auric fields. Mm-hmm. Okay, to understand that, shaking hand with too many auric fields of normal people, that was lessening his power. So he needed to go recharge, you know what I'm saying, to be within the power structure, that whether it's demonic or whatever. So he was washing off auric fields. With the common folk, you can't mingle with common folk because we exchange energy just in natural being, right? So he understands the occult side of that. Let's get back to Andre Harrell. Andre Harrell did to him what he used to do, that Russell and them did to him. You know what I mean? He moved into Andre Harrell's house before Andre did, right? And so if you look at some of them pictures.
Yeah, it was one that was just like, I know.
Yes, yes. You don't look at no other man like that. I ain't never looked at my goddamn son like that.
It was just
and they my children, right?
Yeah.
And so a picture's worth 1,000 words. This man was willing to do anything. Now, let's get to some, y'all all right? As Bobby would say. All right. P. Diddy is the first Drake. Right? He ain't right near rhyme. Nigga never wrote a rhyme in, wait a minute. Never wrote a rhyme in his life. It don't matter if I write rhymes, I write checks. I get it. Okay. All right? But in the pure essence of hip hop, that's a no-no. Right? Now, let's go to what his man said, Kirk Burroughs, which is true. Because I used to hang out at the rooftop every now and then. Or I used to get the tapes from the world famous Brucey B and them. Brucey B and them had a musical technique because they used to put out the mixtapes. Ron G, Brucey B, all of them, where they would take the a cappella from an R&B joint and throw the hip hop shit under it. That's all he did with Jodeci and Mary J. Blige. It wasn't as creative. I give him credit for having his ear to the street, but all he did was remove the R&B portion and throw a hip-hop instrumental under it. And what it did for Mary J. Blige is, because our R&B singers at that time had on the long gowns, and they sang.
I'll be sure it's still dressed like he back there. I just
right.
Put that out there. Yeah.
And so, by him fusing hip-hop with Mary, it gave Mary a whole lane to herself, right? It separated, because young girls, bamboo earrings, the triple goose, and the 5411s, they didn't have no R&B representation, right? They had hip hop with, Queen Latifah and MC Lyte and Salt and Pepper. Mary, because prior to that, you was listening to that R&B your mother was listening to. Anita Baker and Stephanie Mills and all that shit, which was great. The hip-hop, by him merging hip-hop with R&B, gave Mary a whole nother lane. And it was a whole voice, a generation of young girls all over the country, the projects, who now had a voice. He did the same thing with Jodeci. Put them niggas in Timberlands, put some hip-hop shit into the R&B songs, and now thug niggas could express their love for their lady without, disrespecting themselves. I give LL Cool J credit, but I need love from a hip-hop perspective. We're talking R&B. This made him hot as fish grease, right? Because the industry is a copycat industry. Everybody wanted this sound, which was Brucey B and Ron G and Kid Capri sound on their records now. 48 Laws of Power never outshine who?
The Master.
The Master. What he started doing to Andre Harrell was he started outshining Andre Harrell. He started thinking he got a little taste of the power. Not a big taste, but enough where now this wannabe from Mount St. Michael, sorry, Mike, you know what I mean? Who was a choir boy or altar boy at Mount St. Michael, sorry, Mike. You know what I mean? Now with the Gumby haircut and shit, on the dancing videos and shit, now he had a taste, power. That led to the City College situation, right? Overbooking the City College situation. And that's how we, on a global scale, got to know who Diddy was. Andre Harrell, at some point, had enough.
I feel like, this is just me, right? You see the picture that's on the screen. Do you think something else happened to kind of cause that? Like,
what, the Andre Harrell split?
Yeah, on the surface, he's trying to outshine me, like up here, but I feel like that was like a lover's kind of quarrel.
No, it was probably a combination of both.
Yeah.
I don't need to fuck you no more.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
A lover's quarrel built in with you trying to take my power, that's a double whammy.
Yeah.
Right? Can't have that.
Yeah.
So he ousted him, even though he stuck by him with the City College thing. Side note, the City College thing was the first time, I think it was Kirk Burroughs said, you saw him and his mother's interaction. His mother began to say, maybe you're above your pay grade right now. Maybe this is, and he put his hand on his shoulder, he smacked the shit out of his mother. Get out of the way. He was demonstrating, I will do anything. Yeah. And it's funny because in another documentary, or either Gene Deal said, he didn't even seem that concerned about the people who died at City College. He was more concerned about how many people showed up and all of this. You see him in the documentary, with bodies behind him. So what he did was, he went behind Andre Harrell's back and he got with Clive Davis while he was hiding out at that dude Tim Dog's house when everyone had shunned him. This is where Gene Deal said he ran up to Harlem and he was the lowest he had been, and you know what I mean? And then he got with Clive Davis. And you know how Clive get down. Yeah. Or you should. He came out of that situation with a $10 million deal. What I didn't know, Malcolm, I didn't know that Biggie was signed to Uptown Records. And
I didn't know that either.
As a consolation prize, he let Big go. Because had Big stayed with Uptown, I'm not sure Big is who he is. Right?
Yeah, which is
we can
crazy.
say what we want to say about Diddy not being a producer. He was like the Drake of producing as far as I'm concerned. But he did have an ear for the street. Let's not forget, Biggie ain't the nigga name. The nigga stole that name from some nigga in the South. That's why he had to change his name. And the Juicy beat, right? So let's just call it what it is. All of this shit is fixed to some degree.
Yep.
Right? He get with Clive Davis. Now he's in a position of real power. This is where Kurt Burrows said he gave me 25% because I'm going to run the day-to-day. He put the ever 75 in his mother's name, which was smart. So all the City College people can't come get his money. But Kurt Burrows also said, or Tim Dog, one of the two, when that happened, that's when the real change started, right? Mm-hmm. So we are looking at, I'm not going to go through the whole documentary, but each part was very significant in showing you power, showing you free will. You understand? And how each and every one of us is given free will, and you can choose for good or evil. They say you either have service to self or service to others. He demonstrated service to self on the highest level humanly possible. Show me one artist in his whole history that is doing well because of him. I'll wait.
Yeah.
Right?
That is a fact.
So that's just a fact. Death seems to follow this man. Wherever he go, turmoil. So for those who are going to defend him and say, well, he didn't get caught with these charges, there are 77 cases still pending. So slow your roll. And I'm hearing a powerful law firm is now looking to reopen the Kim Porter case. What this documentary didn't deal with is the occult aspect. It didn't deal with him understanding. It was a dude that they mentioned in there briefly. I was surprised. His name was Comrade something. That's the dude with the black magic. That's the dude who.
I think, go ahead. Especially our audience. If you watch the doc, there's a lot of subtext to where you know what was happening, right?
Right.
So like you could even back with the City College thing, 9 people died. That's a lot of magic right there. Like
it's a lot of energy.
As far as a lot of energy, right? You know what I'm saying? As far as like when I guess when sacrifices and stuff like that occur, like that was Astro World before the Astro World stuff, right?
And what I'm doing, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm painting the picture for our audience who understands or have a general understanding of you have to superimpose the occult astrology, numerology, geometria. You have to impose that over, because the documentary is not going to give you that, right? So when he got with Clive Davis, what did Clive Davis teach him about his artist, right? You keep them broke, you keep them dependent, and when they're no longer valuable to you, you sacrifice them, all right? I think it's very clear at this point he has something to do with Pac and Big's murder, right? The fact that he made Big pay for his own funeral is embarrassing.
Yeah.
All right? And so, these are just some of the things that we understood. The fact that he kept throwing that party on Big's death date. Not his birthday, his death date. I need you to understand this. That's
with the male
all
prostitute.
ritual.
With the male escort.
With the male
right?
escort. That's all ritual. That's all ritualistic.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. It's stuff like that if you watch the doc, you're going, yo, like that's not by accident. That is clear. And then he even said this happened in the doc. The male escort said that when he would be, getting it on with him and Cassie, and a Tupac song come on, yo, change that.
Yeah.
So that also shows you that he was like subconsciously, like he was really been getting eaten like subconsciously for a long time. That happened 30 years ago?
Yes.
30 something years ago, and it's been there that entire time. Like, yo.
Yes.
What's happening?
Because
you know what I mean?
When you take these people's soul, you're connected to them. You know what I mean? And he can conjure up that energy anytime he feels, right? My man who told you, I forget the writer who wrote the book on Diddy. I forget his name. He was one of his ghostwriters. Y'all know his name. He said...
Mark Curry?
Mark Curry.
Okay.
Mark Curry was mentioning, my thought will come back to me about what Mark Curry said. But what you're seeing is years and years and years of doing people dirty, doing people wrong, right? Yeah. And the culmination of that, how you gonna tell that girl, Dawn, not Dawn, the other singer in Day with Dirty Money, he can't give her $5,000 to fight for her babies and then have the audacity to turn around and tell her to rep for him. Yeah. Dude, you know what kind of narcissist you gotta be to be doing your own documentary while you're heading to prison?
There was a scene when Dawn when that lawsuit dropped, he's outside and he gets the news, and again, it's a pitiful look. He's just like, he looked confused, like, yo, Dawn just dropped the lawsuit. And he goes, who, Dawn from Dirty Money? Like, yo, she was, yo, I don't understand. Like, I thought I'm like, yo, dude.
Yeah.
Like a child, you know what I'm saying? Like,
part of it is he don't realize he did nothing to you because he's been doing it so long. The other part is he know the camera's running, so he wants to act like, but I was getting to the point of him ingesting that dude's sperm. The sex worker. Right?
Yeah.
So you thought he might have just, you don't know what he was using that for. Because even Cassie said he used to make her ingest period blood. Who does that unless somebody who understands a cult?
Yeah.
If I get your sperm, nigga, pause. Right? What people can do with a snippet of your hair, right? Let alone your sperm or your menstrual blood, the most powerful sacred time for a woman. So they didn't mix any of that into the documentary, but that was the thesis of when you come into power. All of these celebrities are given a space to operate to keep you looking that away. Brothers and sisters, you hold the magic in the shadows. That's where the real shadow work is done. And collectively, they don't want you to know that there is no spoon.
Yeah.
Don't try to bend the spoon, nigga. There is no spoon. right? And
Yeah.
so that's what this documentary over the course of the period was demonstrating to me. And, so I thought it was an amazing. 50 Cent is the feds. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
Oh, come on.
Well,
Come on.
Allegedly.
Let me just hit that, right? I don't ever see 50 going at white folks under any circumstances. I might be wrong, right? Because he's cancer, so he deals with emotion. But what is this really all about? Because all he did is executive produce it. I heard he had no creative control over it, but I think he did pay for that footage.
So, all right. So, another underlying part in this documentary, it was a clear pattern that Diddy, every time you were the guy, he wanted your girl and he wanted you out the way. That was a clear pattern.
Yes.
Like, I was just like, his girl too, his girl too. Like,
But they all do that.
But
Drake,
like
wait a minute. Drake screwed Lil Wayne's girl while this nigga was in jail.
What Drake do to you?
No, I'm just saying. Jay-Z, Aaliyah,
Yeah.
right? Come
Yeah.
on. The list goes on and on and on. These dudes seem to have a thing with screwing each other's girl. Now, my daughter explained to me, she said, Dad, that's a power thing. I'm powerful enough to take your girl. And I said, I get that, because I listen to the young people and shit, right? I get that. But why?
No. Facts.
Why do I want to be up in your girl?
Facts.
I'm from a different era. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Facts. But one of the women that was involved in this whole thing was 50 Cent's ex. So
yeah, his
that
baby mother.
Could be, yes, exactly. So that could be and she was doing some wild stuff.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Diddy put sperm in her, you put a baby in her.
Yeah.
So that baby's partially Diddy's.
Oh God, come on, man.
Dude.
But that's
all right.
Listen,
all right. Do I have to get listen, every time some niggas busting off in you at a high velocity, a piece of him stays with you. Why do you think a lot of these women are fucking crazy? Okay, that's just what it is. You,
the point I'm trying to make.
Listen,
Dad,
as a man, every time you leave your semen somewhere, that's why you get weaker and weaker. And you're able to be controlled from 15 different exes you had, not even exes, chicks you might have been knocking off in the strip club. I'm giving you an astro perspective of this.
I was talking about 50 Cent's role in here and why he seems to be fixated on Diddy. I just said,
happen to catch a thought and run with it. Part of that baby is Diddy's baby. And all them other niggas she was fucking with. But continue.
Oh my God.
I digress.
I was just saying, let Doc cook. Listen. You see these?
No,
Oh
go ahead. You go now.
It was clearly some, like clearly jealous rage that 50 is demonstrating here because you saw it with Diddy. He didn't like slights like that. He didn't like people messing with his women. Suge, the whole East Coast West Coast thing started over his side chick in Atlanta that caused somebody to get killed, and then that caused a whole thing, right? So that's where I think, but 50's plight in this again, like as I mentioned, the whole I'm super petty and 50 super petty. I don't think that's masculine. Personally, I just don't.
No, you're right. And
I don't feel like that's a tough thing. Like I'm so petty, y'all.
What we're seeing is, Malcolm, grown men act like boys. These are the people you look up to that are in position to they can change the world in a whole different direction if they so choose, right? Mm-hmm. But the gatekeepers, the real ones with power, won't allow that to happen. But let's just strip it down to what it is. Let's take Jay-Z, Diddy, Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, Snoop. what do we have? We got a bunch of boys who were given tools and become gatekeepers, and all they doing, their one up is not acquiring businesses as you think it is, it's screwing each other's girls.
Yeah.
And this is the snapshot that real power looks and go, they not ready. These niggas are not ready. We ain't got nothing to worry about. Because all they gonna do is fight with each other and screw each other's girl and buy liquor companies and sell their people down the goddamn river. Yes.
Yeah. You're right.
So,
You're right.
overall speaking, I thought it was a great documentary. It's 4 parts. You need to see all 4 parts. And you can fill in the blanks based on your level of understanding of numbers, ritual, sacrifice, you know what I mean? And the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, I think, and I talked a lot of smack about the other Diddy docs. There was one, again, that was like really bad. But there was one that goes really into the city college thing. They were talking with people's families who were personally affected by the city college thing.
Yeah.
Who were there at the city college thing. So you've gotten the entire story. And Avery, she was saying, like, as we were watching, she goes, yo, it's crazy how many lives he's lived. Like,
yes.
like watching the young one at the press conference at the city college thing, and then you know, the Uptown Records,
the shooting,
driving. It's crazy,
right?
Crazy. Like, he's lived lives.
Listen, so many times we've seen him with them puppy eyes tell you that same story. City College, we want to make sure this never happens again. The 99 shooting with Shine. You know, I've never owned a gun. I would never do that. I want to thank God for getting me out of the situation. Prior to that, he sat on the couch and talked about Biggie's death. Man, you know, he wanted to go out to LA and, you know, and this and that.
Couldn't stop him.
I couldn't stop him, right? The shit just goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
Give somebody that much power, you don't know what you would do with that much power. Because remember,
And
you can't use it for good.
Yes.
Because
Somebody
then they'll cut it off.
You become, like, you're not the exception to the rule. You are the rule now. Like, I got away with all of these things.
Yes.
So the evidence shows me I can keep getting away with stuff. So I'm just
Look,
my DNA is different now. Like, I can do whatever
he
the hell I want.
said, I dream realities, meaning I'm a god. They shot some nigga in the studio.
Yeah.
Dragged the nigga outside. Fahim, keep that name in mind, showed up and it disappeared. He said, I don't even know where this nigga is right now. It's like they just removed him.
Yeah.
Right?
Crazy. Yeah.
Who was there when Michael Jackson died? The first person on the scene was this dude, Fahim Muhammad. Where he was the head of his security with no history of security. What?
Yeah.
Who was there when Kim Porter died? Fahim Muhammad. How, Sway?
No.
What are we talking about? And if you want to be top dog, and it was weird how they never mentioned Jay-Z through the whole documentary. You never saw one shot of them in the club. That was his so-called rival who he was trying. Nothing.
Yeah.
Cleared. Yeah. Not at the Rockefeller brunch, having a nothing.
Yeah.
And people was like, well, ain't nobody else came forward. Would you come forward if you were on tapes?
Bro.
You
listen.
Now, you don't think they raided his house because of some sex worker, right?
Yeah.
Let's not forget they raided both. You don't think they did that because Cassie got beat up, do you? Come on, bro. There's other shit going on.
Yeah.
All of them people are on them tapes. You better shut the fuck up.
You saw when he was on the Ellen DeGeneres show?
Yes.
She was just like, "Where you going?" He said, "You know how we get."
You
down." I
know.
was like,
That's an inside joke. You know what this is about.
oh, Jesus Christ.
You know how we get down. So
Yeah.
what Andre Harrell did to him, he did to Usher, he did to Justin Bieber, along with many other people. That girl Aubrey said somebody walked in on her being raped, bro. She don't remember. Right?
Yeah.
Times that, times 50 people. Kurt Burrows at the end of the shit, what did he say? He said he violated me.
I didn't catch the last part.
Oh. Kurt
no, yeah, I didn't
Burrows
catch-
just came. He came straight out and said he did some sexually deviant things to me.
Oh, I missed that. Like, cause I got tired. But wow.
Dude.
Jesus Christ.
Right? Kurt Burrows had all the records. He subpoenaed this nigga. Diddy was supposed to go to jail on a RICO case based on the stuff Kurt Burrows submitted to the FBI. And it all went away. You know who can make shit like that go away? Who the FBI makes shit like that go away for? Informants.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Kurt Burrows was the bookkeeper. Diddy said, you don't got nothing. You ain't got the bookkeeper. You've got nothing. I want to go piss on his ass. I want him dead. I want his family dead. I'm going to go to his grave and piss on his ass. So Burrows was banned for 25 years. Homeless. Diddy had that kind of power. No one's going to walk up and say anything. So don't give me that, what you would have did if the baseball bat was to your head. And you sign that shit over.
Yeah.
Plus, you are also enamored by the vision of what this could be. Remember, you can't be scammed or hustled unless you think there's something in it for you.
Touche.
Right?
Touche. Yeah.
So, with that being said, I think we laid that down.
Go check it out, guys. I gotta finish.
Go check it out. Go check it out. It's worth it. And I wasn't gonna watch it, but as a podcaster, and we trying to bring you our perspective, I didn't have no choice but to get into it. And so Eli is asking me questions now because that's before his era. And so I'm filling in. It's gonna be a great documentary for young people.
Yeah, like once they just kind of see the whole thing, like that. And we were talking about like your generation, like y'all were there for it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like I was only there for like what do I like really remember? The beginning or the end of the Puff Daddy into the Diddy stage of his career. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember Puff Daddy like 32, so like I remember that stuff. But interesting stuff, man. Really interesting.
On Netflix. On Netflix.
So you mentioned they didn't mention Jay-Z, but today's actually his birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Today, Jay-Z turns 56. It's also the day Fred Hampton and the brother Clark were murdered by the Chicago Police Department. Let's not forget that. But Malcolm, not to be petty, but I'll be petty. It's also the 24th anniversary of Nas dropping Ether. All right, he dropped Ether. Now, now we got 24 years perspective. I said Nas won the battle, but I said Jay-Z won the war. When he signed Nas to his label, now I don't know so much. It looks like Nas may have won the battle and the war.
Yeah. Shouts out. Because, because I feel like I've always felt like Jay-Z has always won the war of attrition with everybody, right?
Yes.
Like, because you can make the argument he's never owned an era. People, you can name, Tupac. You can name Biggie. You can name
DMX was murking him.
right? You can name Ja Rule, you can name 50, you can name
Then that
Nelly,
shit
you
went
can name
west. Yes.
T.I. Yeah, you could. I don't even want to disrespect people from the West Coast. Like, you can name all of these people. He's never owned his own era. However, he's outlasted all of them. Right?
Yes. Yes.
And that was always the argument. But now
Right.
we, in the last 5 to 10 years, we can look at how we can revise some history. Nas has been there, right? He's been there, and the older he's gotten, it feels like the better he's gotten, and he's made some quiet business moves that is outlasting what Jay-Z has done, and it's making, like, he's looking like the better business man in the process. It's really interesting stuff.
Well, part of it, that's how Virgos move. He's moving quietly until we have something to share. We're the hermit card in the tarot deck. And we carry the light, but we don't show up until it's time to show off. You know what I mean? I'm famous for it, nigga. I'll show up with a whole new set of shit going. You don't even know when it took place.
Yeah.
I want to go back a little bit to Diddy and the Ready to Die album. I said in my book, Hip Hop Decoded, right?
Yep.
That it was a replica of Niggas for Life from the West Coast.
And they said that they were trying to, like, they were trying to study. He said, we were studying, what was that? We Get Around? I Get Around?
Yes.
He said, we were studying it like it was under a microscope to figure out why this worked.
Right. The Ready to Die album with the skits is Niggas for Life from NWA, which has to be, in my humble opinion, one of the top 5 greatest albums ever fucking produced. I'm sorry. Right? Now, but the difference was we didn't take to their rhyme style as much. So when Biggie replicated that, but he could rhyme the way he did, that's when we really accepted the gangster culture or this and that to that level. All it was, and that's shout out to the West, it was a carbon copy of some shit that Dr. Dre and them had did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now,
Go ahead. No. Because what I was gonna say is on that same kind of like, and I hate when people talk like this, but I found myself talking like this yesterday watching it. When they were talking about the relationship they had with when the relationship Diddy and Suge Knight had it, they were like sort of cool. I'm just like, yo, imagine what they could have done like together. You know what I mean?
yes.
And I hate when people talk like that because it sounds kumbaya and it's like, it sounds very cliche, but that's how I felt.
Look what happened to Irv Gotti, Jay Prince, Sugar, and Dame or whatever when they were figuring this thing out. Like, we don't need these niggas. You know what I mean? We got the artists. If we hook up this distribution, you cover the Dirty South, you cover, down in Atlanta, you cover the West Coast, you cover the Midwest, we could cover this whole shit and take it over. They all got arrested in some capacity, right? Yeah. Now, let me get back to this Nas thing. We saw Nas.
I didn't mean to cut him off, everybody.
Say it again?
So I didn't mean to cut you off. Cut him off, everybody, because they get mad.
Dude, I can't see you. What the fuck? How many times I gotta explain? If I'm looking here, I can't see him. He's down here.
Yeah.
I don't know when he gonna talk or not talk. Relax, guys. It's a technical snafu. You don't see that happening when we sitting here, right? Put 2 and 2 together. Now, Nas, he disappeared for a while, right? Then he started re-emerging. He may be the one that's gonna be the placeholder because they gotta keep black people in placeholders, right? So we see Diddy going down. We don't know what's happening with Jay-Z right now. We saw Clarence Avon go down, and there's a vying for the ultimate gatekeeper. Snoop is out on the West, Dr. Dre and them and all of that. Nas may be the one that is gonna assume that role, right? Nas got with Hennessy. That might have been a part of the ritual. Nas, we know you don't mess with this Hennessy shit, but now we need you to cross over a little bit. Give you a little money, invest in some stuff. What he's doing with hip hop, superb. Can't ever take that away from him. He's always been a hip hop head. But I wrote an article in Hip Hop Decoded called "The Game of Hip Hop is Like the Game of Chess," which explains you got to see this from a 4 and 5D level to understand people's position, right? On the lowest level of the game, P. Diddy is the king. On our next level up, he's nothing but a bishop. Move to use certain angles. On a higher level of the game, he's nothing but a pawn that when I move the pawn, I move the bishop, I affect the king on a whole nother level. I wrote that shit 20 years ago to give you guys an understanding of the way this thing works. They always have to keep people in position so that you can have someone to look forward to. So what they do with Diddy, and we can put a bow on it, when Diddy goes down, you think the system went down. The system never goes down. The system gives you individuals to focus your energy on, so when they go down, you feel good about yourself, you let your guard back down, everything is good, and the system stays in place, and they continue to do the shit that they've been doing with faces that are more comfortable for you, right? Let's throw Kendrick Lamar in there. He fought the system, right? Didn't he? Or was this nigga the system? Huh? Yeah, nigga with all the Grammys and shit. Nigga at the Super Bowl supposed to be, hip hop is supposed to be anti all of that, right?
Yeah.
Let's give Nas, let's move him up. The people love Nas. He's the people's champ. Yeah, Dr. King was the people's champ. Marcus Garvey, all that shit. You be finding out all that shit is not what you think it is. Malcolm, I think it's time for a commercial break. We've been cooking.
We've been cooking. I hope everybody who downloaded the Urban X app saw that we sent out notifications on the app as well.
Yeah, we getting fancy.
We're getting fancy, you know what I'm saying? Take you straight to the pod, you know what I mean? Listen, man. Listen, man, we doing it. We doing it. All right, so we'll take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
Yes.
Resurrect your life with the spiritual consultation with myself, author of A Glass of Water and a Candle, Obade Dayo. The Lazarus special is my end of the year check-in as the ground freezes. Our ancestors prepared for the winter. Let us help you prepare for this winter with the consultation for $71. But don't wait, because the special ends December 17th, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern. Click the link or scan the QR code to schedule your reading with me at Omediana Productions. So let's resurrect our goals and ambitions this year, honoring St. Lazarus.
Are buzzing about Dwayne Bowser's, aka The Black Dot's, latest release, a memoir titled Gotta Laugh to Keep From Crying, I Didn't Start Living Until I Thought I Was Dying. I couldn't wait to get my copy and check out the boxed limited edition that features a recorded greeting from the author himself.
Peace to my sister Letitia. Lovely.
Created in the exceptional quality Urban X is known for, the boxed edition also includes a signed hardcover of what is sure to be, if not already is, a bestseller. Or you can get a signed copy of the hardback alone. Whether just the book or the limited edition box set, don't miss out on one of the most exciting releases this year. Congratulations, Dwayne Bowser. Shout out to Urban X.
And we are back.
We're back.
Thank you for being here with us. Shout out Brother Oba, who has the reading sale going on until the 17th. So you still got time. Hit that code right there, scan it. It's gonna take you right to his page. He'll line you up, and take his time, and break some things down for you. We want to thank the people who hit us in the super chat and all of that.
Yes.
We were
Yes,
cooking,
thank
so
you.
we didn't get a chance to thank you. We appreciate you so much. And don't forget, go ahead, Mal.
I have something to promote when you finish. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So, this year with the Miss Chanel Ascending Infinite Goddess, we have the Catapult Your Energy into 2026, which features 4 guest speakers, including myself, on December 20th, Saturday at 12 p.m. to 4:30. I sent the link to Mama Dad. We're gonna I'm really gonna have everything for you guys prepared in the next few weeks the next couple weeks prior to the event. But we have King Simon on the bill, we got Coriel on the bill, myself, and another sister named Natir Kabagatis. Hope I'm saying that right. And this is all being put together by Ascending Infinite Goddess. So I missed the last one last year because it was on the 20th last year and I was very busy.
All right, because Titan was born the day before.
Yeah. I was still in lockdown. So I'm very excited, and I sent we'll have it on the screen for you guys.
Yeah, we'll have that up on the screen next show and beyond, because Ascended Goddess is that's our sister. We truly support her, and I'm looking forward to checking that out for sure.
Yeah.
This Saturday, once again, I'll be in Brooklyn. I'm not going to do the whole spiel, but I'll be there Saturday performing, a rare performance, first performance since 2011, maybe, so about 14 years. I'm going to hit the stage and do a light set of a few songs off the critically acclaimed album, Walk With Me. And so if you're in Brooklyn, come down to the Nicholas Bookstore between 7 midnight. There's going to be food served, hors d'oeuvres, drinks, the whole 9 yards. We're celebrating Monique's birthday. Yep. All right, Mal. So what else we got?
Let's get into some more stuff. So, a few years ago, right, when we first started this channel, we did a video that I thought was really cool. We went to the New York City Sneaker Con thing, right, at the Javits Center. You have a chapter in the book called The Sneaker Game.
Yes.
And, it was formerly Urban Culture Decoded, but now is Understanding Youth Through the Lens of Urban Culture. Right.
Yes.
And I saw a lot of people, a lot of chatter online in the past few months talking about the collapse of the sneaker market, right? It had gotten so big, it became a world of its own. Like, there are people who can hold a sneaker and they can smell it and go, "This fake. This ain't."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is they look at the red tint on the box and go, the real one don't have this red on it. Like, it looked different. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And they're saying that now the sneaker market has collapsed. And a lot of people credit that to botting. When sneaker drops happen, people have these bots that buy up all the sneakers, and then those people resell the sneakers at exorbitant amount of prices and things like that. Mm-hmm. Other people say the economy's bad. Other people just say, hype beasts have made the sneaker game not cool anymore. I've never really been, the biggest into sneakers. That's never really been my thing. I've always just kind of, because you know what it was? Marcus wasn't really into sneakers, and then I remember asking him, and he was like, "You can get girls with anything, like on your feet, like even if you wear it right." So that was literally, I was like, okay, I'm good. I don't need to spend $200, $300 on sneakers, and I really never have. Like, that's really never been my thing.
I was thankful for that, but go ahead.
Yeah. So, but it's interesting to see the ebbs and flows of things, and how what was once organic, like the sneaker thing, like the sneaker game was organic, and then it became commercialized, and then now is suffering as a result of that. Like there's sneaker stores that are closing. There are people who have reselling businesses who are failing. They're going bankrupt and stuff like that because people just aren't into it anymore.
Yeah, and what I notice is, like everything else, this is being revealed, right? And so they busted this guy. It was a major sneaker promoter. I forget his name. And millions of his shoes or whatever, it was a multi-million-dollar bust. It happened in LA. Come to find out his shoes were fake, right? But he had a legitimate tag. Some people in the chat may know who I'm talking about.
StockX?
Maybe it was StockX. Once that happened, to me, that was the final nail in the coffin. The sneakers value is only, like everything else, predicated on your view of it. A diamond only has value because for some reason you think this rock that comes out of the fucking dirt in Africa has value. You have to have De Beers and all of the diamond miners knew how to keep it rare, right? Yeah. And watches and art, especially art, right? Like, I can get Noble to scribble on some shit and have somebody approve that for $10 million and wash $10 million in that. So we know that.
Right.
In the book I speak about, for us, sneakers represent the status. If you got on clean sneakers, it's just like you going somewhere, even though you're on the same hamster wheel. You know what I mean? And the iconography of Michael Jordan with the reaching over the sky with Spike Lee really gave sneakers so-called value to the point a dude could collect sneakers and go buy a house. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sneakers rarely worn, but it's symbolic to me, just to me, not a sneakerhead. And I'm glad you wasn't, because it would have cost me an arm and a leg to keep you happy, make sure you get your Jordans, yada, 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 is everything is being exposed. You know what's real value? You. That's the only thing valuable nowadays. You, not the $82,000 pair of Louis Vuitton boots. Like, where, how? When you can wear a decent pair of Timbs and still get the same job done. We are working our way through the cloud of illusion of all this materialistic stuff, which is third dimensional paradigm stuff.
And I think it's like when, like anything, if you do too much of it, if you partake in too much of it, it just becomes like you get tired of it. Like you ever, like Thanksgiving just passed, bro. Like me and Avery, we said, all right, we're going to pig out, and then, but it got to the point where we didn't even feel good anymore because of, just eating so bad when you don't feel good. The gluttony, what you're seeing in a lot of stuff, in entertainment, in a lot of things, that people have just overdone it to the point where it has no value. Like, I don't care. And then now we're faster to point out, all that stuff. Like, oh, you on your 4th trip this year, like this month, like where you going? Like who paying for that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like we start to put together like, oh, he started getting money in 2020. Oh, okay, this was,
right. He's new money.
Okay. Oh, got it. You know what I'm saying? Like that was STEMI money. That was, you know what I'm saying? Like we're starting to just kind of put it together, and once, as you always kind of mention, like once it gets to that point where it means nothing, then I think we'll start to see a lot of that, change in, in our society.
Even the grifters, Malcolm, now they're sounding like grifters.
Right.
Before you sit up and listen, like, now the minute they start talking, I just swipe left. I don't even want to hear the same spiel you gave me 4 years ago. Hey, would you like to start a podcast? Hey, would you want to get nigga? Right?
Yeah.
So that's spiritual. You're starting now to work through the nonsense where you can start hearing and feeling pure truth again. It's not happening to everybody at the same time, right? Some of us are fortunate enough to hear that shit early and go, dude, this shit is giving me a headache, bro. The shit you talking, right? And so you see in the oversaturation of all of this, and you're gonna see people like them celebrities ain't as rich as you think they are. Now they're getting desperate. Let me start a podcast.
Yo, there's a whole on TikTok. There's like celebrities who are like live streaming on TikTok selling stuff. So people go like, "Yo, what?
What part of the game is that?"
Time out. Like, we need to send him some money. Like, is he doing all right? Like,
right. Remember,
it's happening.
You wanted to see. You wanted to read. The truth is in front of you now, and if you don't have authenticity to stand on, to be who you always was and always is, you gonna be shit out of luck, bro. Yeah. When you was putting on a facade all these years that you was somebody you was not, when all the smoke clears, and Diddy is the perfect example of that. This nigga in a prison now.
Yeah.
In the child line, like everybody else, probably got a job. It is what it is. These titles that people bestow on you, all gone. You can dribble a basketball. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
You can dribble a basketball. Great. Yep. That don't mean you're better than me because I can't. It means if I get on the basketball court, you're better than me. That's all.
Right.
Not in life. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
Oh, so I saw this this question because I guess that girl B Simone asked like if you could get like $1 trillion or 10 minutes with Jesus or something like that. And that caused like a whole controversy because people were saying like, "Oh, you a sellout for choosing the it was $1 trillion." Yeah, $1 trillion.
$1 trillion or 10 minutes with Jesus Christ. I'm taking the $1 trillion.
Come on, man.
$1 trillion, Bob.
Come on, man.
I'm taking the trilly.
Come on.
Then I could do the work that Jesus never did. I can feed the homeless. I can put people in homes. I can send kids to college.
Right.
With that trilly and do more work than Jesus Christ has ever done. Don't at me if you Christian. I'm just saying. A bird in hand is worth two in the bush. What am I gonna ask Jesus? Is Joseph really your dad? Did God really put a baby in your mom's? Did you really walk on water, son? Or am I gonna ask Jesus, like, yo, how come you let slavery happen? How come you let the homeless go? And how come you let them bombs go off like that, Jesus? I mean, what am I supposed to ask as a black man? The fuck am I supposed to ask him? Or I could get with Jesus and be like, yo, show me how I make $1 trillion. Huh? Or I could just take the trillion.
Yeah.
Let's just, come on now.
It's a fact.
I'm taking that trilly. That's easy money. No disrespect. I'll take that over Allah. I'll take that over Buddha. I'll take that over whoever. Whoever you got, I'm taking the trilly. And I will go out and do the work mysteriously. Right? That's how God will. Yeah. I ain't gonna be one of them niggas who, look at me feeding the homeless. Oh, or you know, you get caught in one of them situations where a nigga asks you for money in the supermarket and you start thinking you in a TikTok piece. You be like, nigga be like, yo, your brother, you think I can hold $10? And I look around and go, why, sure, my brother, because I would always give money to people who need it, and then this nigga just walk off and say thank you, and there's no cameras around. Nah, son, better be some cameras around. right?
That's
so
funny.
I'm not gonna be one of them type of dudes who do that, right? I'm just gonna be anonymously helping people.
Nice.
Yeah. Give me the loot. Give me the loot.
Yo,
Give me the loot.
Son, I know we wasn't going on back in the Diddy thing, but just interesting because context is always just fascinating. I didn't know when Biggie first dropped that it was Luke. Like it was kind of like lukewarm until like until it got there. I was always under the assumption that once he dropped, it was
Because what did he drop first?
They said Juicy.
Yeah, but I always thought it was a smash, but I think it was Luke until something happened, and then it kind of took
He
off.
said Big Papa. He said
Yes.
They said after Big Papa. So that's always just interesting for me to kind of hear because you just kind of assume it got to that point and not that it had to pick up steam. Interesting.
Yeah.
But speaking of music, end of the year, Spotify, Apple wrap up. They showing you like what you were listening to over the course of the year. Now, I know for a fact that I know you. You talked a lot about Drake today. I know Drake is in that top 5 of yours.
No.
Who's in your top 5?
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Who was in your top 5?
Yeah, the R&B hot hip hop songs.
No.
Luther.
In your Spotify. Your personal.
Oh.
Yeah.
My Spotify.
Yes.
Drake is probably number 1 or 2.
Exactly.
And I probably would have Kendrick Lamar around 4 or 5 or 6, 7.
I know. I'm logging off.
6, 7. You know, yeah. 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 You know, I stay plugged into the streets, man. I stay plugged in now. You know what I'm talking about? So let me get to the list. You know, they have Luther, Kendrick, and SZA, number 1.
Okay.
That was a banger. I don't want to hear nothing about no bots out in India, Malcolm. That song was a banger.
The bots liked it too, but
Yeah, TV off. Now that was probably the bots. Kendrick Lamar and Lefty Gunplay. That was definitely the Indian bots.
Yeah.
All right? Timeless by The Weeknd and Playboy Carti. That was a heat rock. I'm surprised you ain't heard that. That track is fire.
That was good. I like that one.
Side note, my new joint out right now is We Getting Touched Tonight, Getting Fucked Tonight, Getting Fucked Tonight. Don't bring her home, don't bring your friend if it doesn't be a threesome with burn nigga, that shit. You getting touched tonight. I be in the car like wifey, you getting fucked tonight, you getting fucked tonight. Yeah, that's my joint. 30 for 30, SZA with Kendrick Lamar. All right. Not Like Us. Damn, Kendrick Lamar. Now, that was definitely the bots.
That was last year. But
I'm just giving you, they're giving you the 25 roundup, you know.
Yeah.
The whole shit. That was a hot song, but you know, Mutt by Leon Thomas. That was dope.
That's a girl.
That's a dope song. Squabble Up, Kendrick Lamar. He run this shit. Nokia.
In real life, though?
Nakia by Drake.
Okay.
That was a hot joint. How he switched the beat, baby girl. That was.
I wasn't a fan of that. Not just me. I don't.
Okay, I liked it. Number 9 is Sticky by Tyler, the Creator, Glorilla, Sexy Red, and Lil Wayne. Tyler, Creator, has his own lane, his own audience, his own following.
He's become like a real music bourgeoisie though, like the way he talks about music, and it's kind of it's been like turning me off.
He's eccentric now. He's eccentric.
Yeah, it's like now like he do the leg cross and
music is when I sit down to create it, I
the third verse of
choose
Not
to
Like
go.
Us.
Yes, the creator would go into a zone, nigga. If you don't shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And number 10, What You Know About Me, Glorilla, and Sexy Red. What you know, I know the hook on that one. Yeah. I just know, let her cook. Burn.
Yeah, I think Glorilla had one of the best albums this year.
She did.
Like I thought that album was really, really good. The clips, of course, I still listen to them.
Yeah. Official Lovely Light said, Turn You Off was a banger. All right, sis. All right, I'm not gonna argue with you. Yeah, so that's Billboard's thing. We could look at some of the albums that came out later on before the year's out. And as a matter of fact, we're gonna do a members only show, which goes through our musical list. It's gonna be for the members. You gotta get your membership on, right? And we'll break down the top 10 hip hop albums. We'll do the top 10 podcasts, and we'll just do our own top 10 list.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Oh well. The joke I have is that all of the Spotify wrap ups I've been seeing and Apple Podcasts, Apple Music wrap ups. I don't see any Kendricks. It doesn't look like people actually listen to him in real life.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I'll say.
The number one artist performance was Chris Brown. I don't think anybody.
Listen, Avery went to his concert, and she said it was absolutely incredible.
Everybody who go to that concert say it is
incredible.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Like he has hits for
days.
Like
Yeah.
days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Did she go on stage? No.
No, she did not.
They didn't call her on stage? Are you sure? Did you
sure.
see the footage, nigga? They say don't bring your girl to the Chris Brown show, nigga. That's what they say. Shit. Anyway,
Chris Paul, another Chris, he got fired from from the Clippers. They just sent his ass home.
Yeah. And with Chris Paul, look, he's an acquired taste, right? Wherever he go, they run him out the building. Mm-hmm. Now, I understand it's one thing to hold people accountable, but when you hold people accountable on that level, you also suggest that your own shit don't stink. Yep, you have no championships in your 20-year history. Nigga, what can you tell me? It's sort of like, I don't know if you've been watching Peacock's NBA panel. They got 5 analysts. None of them niggas have won a title. They got Tracy McGrady, Grant Hill. They got a whole bunch of people. Not one of them have won a title. So they are here to tell you how to win in the regular season. Nigga, you can't tell me about winning. See, at least with Charles Barkley and them, Charles didn't win a title. They tease him, but he's been to the finals. Mm-hmm. And at least Kenny's won 2 and Shaq won 4. So we have a championship pedigree here, but y'all didn't look at that when y'all was working out who's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Right? So Chris Paul, who I like, great point guard, but has never won. Either got hurt or this and that. And yet you're telling people how they should conduct themselves.
Yeah. That one year on the when he was on the Rockets, he got hurt. That broke my heart. That was the best chance to beat that Golden State team.
He was up 2-0 on the Bucks in the finals. Remember, they won the first 2 games.
I forgot about that.
And lost.
I forgot about that.
Right? So, for whatever reason, a championship has eluded him. He came back to the Clippers, and he came back because he wanted to retire a Clipper. That's a noble thing. But what I think happened, he got there and thought he was going to get good playing time. Because you know who's right behind him? 32 assists behind him for number 2 all time in the world? LeBron James.
Oh, shit.
So he know he going to retire this year. He got LeBron in his rear view mirror. He thought he was going to go to the Clippers, get some playing time. They said he ain't spoke to Tyrone Lue in 3 weeks. How you not speak to the coach in 3 weeks and you in players' ear creating a toxic environment? Now, I don't like the way they did it, right? Okay. Don't wait till we get on the road in Atlanta and send me all the way home. They could have handled that. Lawrence Frank and them could have handled that much better. I'm in agreement with that. If anybody in the chat has something to say. But look at who Chris Paul is. Yeah. He annoys everybody. I don't even know why the Clippers signed him with James Harden there. Remember him and James Harden had beef in Houston.
Yeah.
And James got his ass out of there. Now you're going to bring him back here? Really?
Yeah.
And so...
Yo,
I like that. Chris fell off a cliff.
Yeah. But what was I gonna say? Sticking with sports, Max Kellerman was on the podcast recently, talking about the Stephen A. Smith stuff, right? And this is his first time like really like talking about it out loud. And they asked him like basically like what happened. He said, "Would you want to go 15 rounds with Bud every day, with Bud Crawford every day?" He didn't want to either. And I was like, he's finally just talking his talk because he was busting Stephen A.'s ass every day. And he said, and when he talked about the dynamic, he goes, yo, you usually in this business, he said, we get to talk about sports. Like, that's our job. Like, it's rigged. Like, this is the best job ever. And he said, I usually have a great relationship with the people I work with because it's TV. It's kayfabe, right? We're supposed to make great TV. He said, I never got that from him. And he said, I got the sense that if I could position myself, meaning Stephen A., as a solo act, I can get paid like one too. And that's what happened. So I thought that was interesting because debate TV in general is struggling. Sports TV in general is struggling. And we credited Stephen A. for being ahead of the curve, getting Max out, getting Shannon Sharp in, but then he had to dump Shannon because of what was going on. Like, we seem to be like, we seem to have anointed him sooner than he should have, without letting the dust settle and actually seeing what was going on.
Not only that, when you overexpose yourself, you become oversaturated. We see you too much. On every show, I used to like when I saw him because there was a shift in the energy. You gonna get a good hour, 2 hours, and that's enough. Now you on every show. You got your own show. You're popping up on this show. You've oversaturated. But remember what he said. He wakes up every day trying to think about how he can make his bosses more money. Obviously, that makes him more money. But Kellerman knew his shit. Yeah. And this ain't he a white boy, but he ain't that kind of white boy. Remember, he got a hip hop album out. His brother used to box. He dated a black woman. So he got a little swag to him. And he was busting Steve's ass. He was.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not going to hold you. Eli can bust Stephen A. Smith ass on certain subjects. I'm going to keep it a bean with you.
Yo, Max said, he goes, and it made me think, because somebody just mentioned in the chat. He said Stephen A. has never had a hot take, like a real hot take for you to go, yo, I didn't even think. Yeah, he didn't do any of that.
Yeah,
I didn't think that at all. I didn't at all.
Speaking of Bud Crawford, they stripped him of his title because he didn't pay the sanctions for holding the belt. He was supposed to pay out $300,000 or something. He made $50 million on the fight, according to, and he didn't pay. So now he's stripped of the titles. What the hell's going on? Or is that an old archaic system in which you gotta pay the house? You know what I mean?
The fact that there's so many damn belts, there's so many goddamn divisions, something needs to change in my boxing because I don't know. I don't know what I'm rooting for. I don't know what I'm watching.
Yeah. True story.
Like, what am I watching here? Like, it's just too much. It's way too many belts. It's way too many weight classes. And I get, the weight classes mean something when it comes to a fight, but I don't know.
Boxing is too much politics for me.
Way too much politics. And the fact that, again, it's 2025 and it doesn't feel like that's evolved at all.
And maybe that's the statement that he's taking, like, yo, why am I paying you to hold this belt? I'm the champ. You know?
Yeah.
Speaking of champs, Odell Beckham was on one of these podcasts.
We've been killing these segues. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's the dope segue. In which he talked about how he blew through $100 million. And he recently had to sell his $200,000 sneakers from the Super Bowl or something crazy.
And he tried to make us feel bad that he blew through $100 million and tried to logically talk about how $100 million ain't no money. Now, in the grand scheme of the world, okay, in the grand scheme of the world, getting 50% of your taxes taken out of it, that can sting.
Yes.
But to say that out loud when the majority of the people who are listening to you would never, ever come close to that amount of money, and you try to make it seem like poor you, look what they did. They took all that money, and he is kind of right though, because like they do be taking a lot out of my taxes. No, $100 million, I have no sympathy, and that was terrible.
Neither do I.
To try to do it.
But it lends back to what we talked about. Money only heightens who you are. If you are financially illiterate, which most of us are, right? Mm-hmm. When they say we live 2 checks away from being homeless, there's a as above, so below method to that. The 2 checks for rich people, maybe if I miss 2 $50,000 payments, I'm homeless.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I'm living above my means, trying to maintain a lifestyle. With me, it may be $2,000, $3,000 payments. It don't matter. If you are not financially literate, you can blow through $50,000 spending like it's 50 grand. Right?
Yeah.
Just on shit, your boys over here trying to be a part of a lifestyle that you're not equipped to live. Yeah. $50 million should never see you broke again. But we've seen people hit the lotto for more than that.
Yeah.
And in 8 years, they broke. Yeah. Right? So that's why the conversation about reparations is deeper than just a conversation about money. It's about credit. It's about guaranteed loans. It's about health care. It's about so many things to kind of give you a basis to figure some things out. Because if you just give niggas money, you know what they're going to do with it? You know what they're going to do with it, man. That's not even... I bought this cigarette truck cash, nigga. I'm rich, bitch. Ha ha. I bought this fucking baby. Right?
He said, I bought this baby cash.
Yeah, I just bought this baby cash, nigga. Right? Because we don't understand the value. It's not our fault. It's not. We're 400 years or even more behind in a system designed to keep it that way. However, this is why you're supposed to hire people smarter than you. Not only do you hire an accountant, you audit that accountant, and then you have an auditor audit the goddamn auditor to make sure your money. How did Kevin Garnett blow $77 million from his agent?
Yeah.
Nigga.
That's crazy. That's
If
crazy.
$40 move out my account right now, I'm on the phone with customer service.
He's
Representative.
dead serious.
Customer service. You see what I'm saying? You damn well, motherfucking 77 million? Nigga. I be on the phone with
Yeah, he be dead serious. too.
representative, nigga.
He called me, then he called Malcom.
I call you and Malcolm. Yo, you charge some shit, nigga? That shit came out of that shit disappeared, nigga. I was looking at it, then it was gone. I don't fuck around. So, shit, right? And I'm a financial goofy, but I know numbers, nigga. I know I had, and then I didn't. I had, it was there, now it's not. Let the investigation begin on what has happened. And then I'll go, oh yeah, I did order that. Yeah, sorry about that. Don't cancel the card. It was me. Yeah, come on now. Yeah, struggle is real.
God. All right,
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
let's take some questions, man.
Let's do that.
We got some. Let's see what else we got while we're waiting
Yeah.
for the questions. Oh, the last super moon of 2025. Did you see the moon today? It was crazy.
It's gonna be crazy today. Yeah, this is it. Supermoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those who are into that, Ascending Goddess know what's going on. She probably working. You know what I mean? This is the last one until 2042, I think, and it's the last one of the year. And I forget the god's name. Man, that's the god. My wife, we call him Hollywood. He did a beautiful breakdown on the new moon and all that. He did a beautiful breakdown, and it was super, super dope.
Yeah, it did look. I was driving home like, whoa, what the hell?
So those doing that work, let's do that work. Okay, I just got an email in from my queen, my sister Yendez. They're doing on December 6th for Brother Heru on a Saturday. They're gonna do a celebration for him, and December 7th, celebrating at Mega Evers College. So that's gonna be the bomb. I'm gonna send it to wifey. I don't think she'll be able to get it on the screen in time. But we do know by next week could be too late. I can't do it by next week.
Yeah.
All right, let me see if there's a phone number on here. It's gonna be at 1650 Bedford Avenue, Brooklyn at 1 p.m. And it's gonna be at the Founders Ballroom. All right. Celebration for the God. Baba Heru Rising. Instrumental. He was one of the first people I went to when I was dealing with kidney failure, and he gave me some dope techniques. He stood on what he believed in. He held that ankh and gave the true science of the ankh like nobody could. He was a grand master. So when he made his transition, we all felt that. I didn't get a chance to venerate him. I think I just sent it to you, Mama Dot.
Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, I just sent it to you. So you might be able to get it up on the screen. All right.
No, the app is Rashawn Green. The app is Urban X Podcast. Right now, only for iOS. It's on Google soon. We're working on
Google is kind of running us through the mill a little bit.
Yeah.
And so Isaiah Bryant from our UX90 group, he said the Madu bookstore in Atlanta is closing after 35 years. Wow. I'm sure you're familiar with her. No, I'm not. I was never familiar. I don't think I did. I did some lectures quite a few places. But 35 years. Bookstores are hard to keep open unless you multi-purpose them now. So you got to be doing lectures. You got to be selling goods. You got to be having events.
Probably like cafe. You know what I mean?
Cafe. You got to do a podcast. Because my ultimate goal, Malcolm, is I want to open up one of them little cozy cafes to sell, sort of like Nicholas. Nicholas is the perfect example where people can come through, do some spoken word, do some book signings, sell some positive things. That's my ultimate goal. All right, that's my ultimate goal. And my ultimate, boom, there we go. There we go. Baba Heru's celebration is going to be in the mix. You know what I mean? She sent me 2 flyers, but I'll go with that one. This one is on the 7th, and on the 6th, we're doing one as well. The 6th and the 7th, guys. Take that information down. As a matter of fact, I'll be in Brooklyn because I'm performing on the 6th. So I might pop into this early and then make my way over. You know, I'm a little older now, so don't start me lying.
It's on the 7th, though.
Say it again? That one's on the 7th, but there's another flyer for the one on the 6th.
Okay.
I wasn't able to get that one in, you know, but let's take a few questions.
And I got one more.
Oh, we got one more. Ascendant Infinite Goddess. There we go.
Yeah.
Catapult your energy into 2026. Saturday, December 20th from 12 to 4. Yes.
InfiniteGoddess.com.
King Simon,
tickets.
Coriel. Peace, Coriel. Malcom and another sister, Netta Kaba Goddess. Shout all of them out. I like watching Malcom operate outside of the Urban X realm, you know? Get his recognition and shine. I be hearing him on his little TikTok talk about shit we did wrong, because my pops, man, I don't want to throw him under the bus, but the very few mistakes we've made was his.
It's all his fault.
Oh, it's all his fault. I be like, damn, son. I be seeing you. I be liking your shit. I be liking your ish. Yeah. Questions? What do y'all think about Candace Owens and her talking about what the conscious community has been saying for decades? Well, remember, the conscious community, you got to put that over here, because we were way ahead of our time, and we were ridiculed, and we were looked at like we were crazy and all of that. But now it's kind of, people are filtering and it's making sense. She claimed that her life was being threatened by the French government, and that she had proof that they have a hit on her. That's how far she's taking it. Now, I will say this. When you come into information, no matter what stage of your development you are, it does something to you. When you come into this information, it may be 30 years old for me, but when you come into it, it moves your soul and you act on it. So I can't really watch her because she's not gonna say nothing I ain't heard 20, 25 years ago. However, remember, people are at different points of their elevation. Just like when I come into some new stuff, some of the elders be like, yeah, Dot, yeah, you thought that was like a breakthrough, right? Because I be hype, I'm taking you up top. Niggas be like, really?
That's my mom right now. Like, she's like coming into a lot of info, and she's calling me like, yo, did you know? Yeah, Ma, I did.
I did, Ma.
And then she be trying to tell you stuff, and I'm just like, what?
Yeah, she tried to school me on the term metaphysics one time. She said, this is metaphysics. I was like, oh, got it. Metaphysics. Never heard of it. Sound familiar. Yeah. But it's important. No, you got to give those people grace, because they're coming into this information. And so it's exciting. It's like being a born-again Christian. You ever see how excited they are when they found Christ? Boy, so you got to open the door and let them, tell you about it, man. And allow them grace. Allow them grace. And I can separate. So when she does break down something, because some of the shit she break down is powerful. Yeah. And it's up to date. I listen. I never throw the baby out with the bathwater. I'm listening. Snoop and Daz beef. They're beefing over royalties.
Yeah, because remember Snoop Dogg is head of Death Row now, so I
Yeah.
guess him and Daz have been going back at it. They're cousins.
Yeah,
and-
over their money.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, the Meg versus Milagro. Megan Thee Stallion, she sued Milagro, I think, for defamation or something. It's weird. I have to read up on that because I'm hearing that she won, but I'm hearing she technically didn't win, and she was trying to sue for $30 million or something, and she's only going to get she's only going to get the judge only approved a $60,000 judgment, something to that effect. That Meg won. So I'm confused. Did she win? Was she liable for defamation? I'm confused.
Well, that's what I also want to know about Byron Allen. They say he won a lawsuit against McDonald's for $50 billion or $50 million or something crazy. I'm like, did he win that or did he? What's his spiel? Shout out Dante. What's good, King?
Milagro won the defamation. Oh, okay. I'll see.
Yeah, so we'll get back to you. With that being said, Malcolm, it's been a long day.
It's been a long day.
Long day. So we're going to close this out. We love you guys. Go to shopurbanx.com.
Yes, download the app.
Download
Urban
the
X
app.
Podcast.
Yes.
On iOS. It'll be up on Google very, very soon.
Come out to Nicholas Bookstore on Saturday.
Like, share, subscribe.
Mega Evers College, Saturday early in the day. Saturday and Sunday. We doing it.
All right.
With that being said, peace.